Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season, an encouraging sign for the players and the front office. Well, the Pacers certainly have the defensive side of the game down pat. Very strong defense for them for several seasons running. The problem, Shaq, the offense, how do they make the most of their possessions?
Well, they don't have the personnel to get out and run, so they need to be very smart, especially when they slow it down. They have to minimize turnovers.
Well, to me, they're better at threes, so they got to give themselves credit for that. But I'd like to see them spread teams out just a little bit more.
And right now, the tip-off approaches, and Kevin Harlan is standing by.
The Bucks look to take charge at BMO Harris Bradley Center, and we're bringing it to you live from Milwaukee, here on 2K Sports. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers winning their last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
Just a terrific job closing that game out, and in the end, it turned out to be a relatively comfortable win.
Well, I thought they never stopped attacking, which was fun to see. They made certain there weren't going to be any last-minute miracles there.
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. McHale is out there with Doherty. Then it's Harden. Then it's Dang. And it's Lee in at the one spot. Doherty, the screen from deep. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound. On defense, Indiana. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And they really squeaked out a close one. And that last matchup came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Heat.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
Now here's Lee. Mari Stoudemire missing his last shot. Here's McHale. Offensive rebound. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doherty's got the first points of the night for Indiana.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
That just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
The shot's good from Stoudemire.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Doherty, the screen. Doherty with the screen on DeRozan. Harden kicks to McHale. Now the feed to Dang. Indiana moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Doherty. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Pacers shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Curry with it. He's picked up by Lee. Throws it up high. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
Here's Lee after Amari Stoudemire's bucket. Here's Doherty on the money from 12 feet away. Doherty's got his second bucket of the night.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Outside DeRozan. To the paint. Here's Barnes. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Harden dishes to McHale. Pass to Doherty. And a wide open look for Lee. Here's McHale. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. McHale's got his first points of the night. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Nate McMillan. And Doris, what do you tell you?
Defending Amari Stoudemire is always a challenge, but coach said he's even tougher now that he's developing his back to the basket game. He said Amari can drive, shoot, and now post. He's going to get his points. We've just got to do our best to keep him away from the rim and deny him second chance opportunities. A tall task, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Now here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 22-point game against Miami.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Now here's Harden, following the miss by DeRozan. Doherty with the screen on DeRozan. It's Harden with the drive. Shot is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. Dang gets a wide open look. And Indiana, another 3.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Lee against Curry. The dish now to Stoudemire. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Lee outside. Harden sets the pick for Lee. Dishes to Harden. And again, it's Indiana converting.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's DeRozan. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Stoudemire against McHale. Just 5 on the clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Milwaukee shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw dropped for Stoudemire. Both good from the line that time. Pacers leading by 3. Lee outside. Passes it to Dang. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by Dang.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Curry kicks to DeRozan. Back to Curry. Shot off the screen. It's rebounded by Indiana.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Lee outside. Takes a 3. Stoudemire grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 3. Barnes with it. No one near Curry as he lets it go. He nails it, and we're tied up. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They set the pick. Pick by Lee. Harden the pass to Dang. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Curry with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Curry kicks to Barnes. Jumper off the screen. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over him.
There's Lee with the 3, and he gets it to go.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
And let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. Number 1, Steph Curry.
I mean, his first job is to orchestrate for his teammates, but being as fantastic as he is at shooting the 3, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available.
And if I'm coaching him, I want him taking that shot. I mean, just look at the percentage. I mean, that earns you the green light for me on every possession.
And the Bucks making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Biyombo is checked in for Indiana. Gervin comes in for Luol Deng. Vucevic a screen on Harden. Leans from outside. Here's Vucevic. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Milwaukee. 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3. And, of course, the Pacers, a game and a half out.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they've looked very solid here to start the season. What's surprised me the most is just how much confidence this group is playing with.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Greg. I mean, that mental toughness bodes well, very well, for them once we get later into the season.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Levine's checked in for the Bucks. And the Pacers also making a change. Lopez, he's checked in for McHale. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Indiana leading. Lee dishes to Gervin. Feeds it to Harden. Ewing gets the rebound. Ewing's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry kicks to DeRozan. The fadeaway. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Harden kicks to Lopez. Harden with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Here's Gervin. They get it again. Lopez passes to Biyombo. Great D that time from Vucevic. Bucks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Curry against Lee. Curry kicks to Ewing. That one rolling around and rims out. And it's the Pacers' ball. Pass to Harden. Shoots from 8. Here's Lopez. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy buckets.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Take a break.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And he makes the first. Marcus Smart's checked in for Curry. And both free throws good for Lopez. Bucks trail by 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Gervin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Here's Levine. And he makes good on the layup.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And so here is Indiana after the basket by Milwaukee. 5 on the clock. DeRozan against Gervin. No good there off the double clutch. The Bucks trail. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Offensive rebound. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket. You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, you know, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Here is Harden. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis from 12 feet out. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Harden.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now here's Smart. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. From deep. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Gervin.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Got a piece of it. And Lopez throws it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Milwaukee with it. It's a 3-point game. Here's Vucevic. And at last, they get one to fall.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now, here is Harden. He has 5. No good from Lee. 1:05 left to play in the first. Pick by Vucevic. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. And Vucevic again. Vucevic has got 8 points. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
If they play the clock right, they go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And here's Smart. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Harden left side. Lopez a screen on Ewing. Harden dishes to Lopez. Can't make good off the pick.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Smart kicks to DeRozan. With the fadeaway. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
A lot of times the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
They've got Vucevic, Stoudemire out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Levine in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Doherty. That's a 2 from Dang. Gets an open look and hits. Dang's got 5. Milwaukee in the lead. Kicks to Levine. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
And so Levine nails both of them. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Now here's Lee. 17 points for him last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Here's Vucevic, and it's blocked by Dang. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Leaves running.
Bucks foul. That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Lee taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And the Bucks making a change here. Chalmers is checked in. And he sinks the second. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Stoudemire with a screen on Gervin. Picked by Vucevic. The pass to Curry. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one battered inside like they had.
Now here's Lee. He's been producing a fair amount of offense 9 in and 9 out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
And a quick look at the numbers for Barnes. He's averaging 11 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Picked by Vucevic. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Curry, no good.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And good on the basket. Book it.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Vucevic. George Gervin picking up that last basket. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one falls for Doherty. And so Doherty nails both of them. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Gervin. Lee against Curry. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now here's McHale. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Chalmers against Gervin. Outside Curry. Good work defensively by Gervin.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Indiana moving the ball around. And it's McHale penetrating, and he dunks it down.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Chalmers following the score by Indiana. Curry. Another miss by Curry.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And it's Lee penetrating. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Bucks second.
You know, when your team has a lot of assists, like these guys do, it basically is a testimony to unselfish play, patience, ball movement, and player movement.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Picked by Vucevic. And stolen by Doherty. The feed to Lee. From downtown. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
The Bucks shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Curry passes to Vucevic. Back to Curry. Down low. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Nikola Pekovic.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he has 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. No good on the second free throw.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
So it's the Bucks now, following the score by Indiana. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's on its way from Chalmers for 2. And that one comes up a bit short. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Gervin dishes to Harden. A rebound by the Bucks.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And the wide open shot from Chalmers. Hits it from 3-point range. Chalmers has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. It's been quite a game for Amari Stoudemire.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night. And a chance here to see where the Bucks currently sit in the NBA statistically. Second in scoring, second in assists, and they're the number 2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
And you talk about scoring. Tough to beat a team that can fill it up at all levels. Every time you get a bucket, they're coming right back at you with one of their own.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ewing's checked in for Vucevic. DeRozan comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Dang for 3. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
To the paint. Here's Barnes. And it's blocked. Luol Deng. He had 16 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Here's Harden. Here's Gervin. No luck. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Curry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami. Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by Luol Deng. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Gervin against Curry. And that one's good. Gervin.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Curry with it. He's got 7 to the inside. Barnes. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Milwaukee. Biyombo is checked in for Indiana. For Milwaukee, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The Pacers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. He dishes it to Harden. The 10-footer. It's hauled in by Ewing. Ewing's got his 6th rebound on the night. DeRozan with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And DeRozan kicks to LaVine. Up top, DeRozan. Smart, wide open. He fires. Drops one in from the wing. Indiana trailing here. And here's Harden. He has 5. Outside Deng. Biyombo, the pass to Gervin. Just 5 to shoot. Milwaukee with the rebound. Ewing's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's LaVine. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. He feeds it to DeRozan. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Harden. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Ewing, a screen on Gervin. Out to the right wing. Smart. That 3 off the mark. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. Here's Gervin, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for James Harden. Putting up about 25 points per game, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Robin Lopez is checked in for Indiana. He hits the second from the line. Milwaukee in the lead. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. The screen from Ewing. Smart dishes to DeRozan. 5 to shoot. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Milwaukee leading by 3. 1:10 left in the second quarter. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
The Pacers making a change here. Lee's checked in. The Bucks have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. The free throw is off from DeRozan. Pacers trail by 5. Dang with it. Now guarded by Smart. Harden outside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
Here's Levine. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. He kicks it to Ewing. Inside. Lopez against Barnes. That's good. Barnes has got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Here's the break. Here's DeRozan. Oh! Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown. Boy, he's just angling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bucks ahead. They're up by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, much of the stresses of the coach was talking about taking care of the basketball. What kind of work has this team put in, making sure everyone is doing their best to limit those turnovers?
You look at film, but it's just about in-game situations, just analyzing the situation and take care of the ball. Making sure that you make eye contact with the passes, and sometimes getting a shot up is better than giving to them. So we got to just look at that and figure it out.
This team made savvy decisions all night, Steph. Thanks for the time. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. An outstanding first quarter for Amari Stoudemire. He had 14 points and 3 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
One thing I really like is their pace, nice and quick. A lot of their buckets came in transition. When they saw opportunity, they took it. It's so important for a team to be able to dictate the pace of the game, and we saw them do exactly that. They should stick with that because it's working. Keep up that transition game.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Amari Stoudemire having a dominant impact in this game.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, how about guys mixing up the looks? I mean, bump him out a little bit, front him, double him, anything to try to get him off his rhythm.
On the court for Indiana, Doherty out there with McHale. Then it's Dang, then it's Harden, and it's Lee in at point guard. Pacers trail by 5. Doherty with the screen on Curry. Lee kicks to Doherty to the middle, and it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And Stoudemire with the basket on the assist by Curry. 16 points for Amari Stoudemire. Pacers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Harden outside. There's a screen by McHale. The dish to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go. Tries to keep it alive. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Curry against Lee. Ewing a screen on Lee. Lee with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. Good on the shot. Doherty's got 9.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Curry attacking. They get a hand on it and stolen by Doherty. Now here's Lee. Harden outside. Back to Lee. McHale against Stoudemire. Shot clock at 6. A shot by McHale, no good. Curry passes to DeRozan. Dishes to Stoudemire. Takes it from 10. And Lee pulls it down. Pacers trail by 3. Here's McHale. The dive for the ball. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Outside Curry. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. To the inside. Stoudemire kicks to Barnes. A three-pointer is right on target. Barnes has got 10 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. The Bucks second.
This is one of the best scoring teams in the league, actually. They found a nice offensive flow to their game, and they don't have any problem putting points on the board.
Vucevic checked in for Ewing. And the Pacers also making a change. Gervin's checked in. Lee against Curry. Lee kicks to McHale. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season, I think it's been remarkable.
Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Lee. Nobody near Barnes. They get it back.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And it's Gervin missing. Bucks leading by 3. Curry dishes to Barnes. DeRozan on the wing. Fades. Pacers with the rebound.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Now here's Lee. Harden outside. Indiana again missing. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Passes it to Curry for the 3. The shot is off, and Indiana will go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for him. Feeds to Harden. To tie. Stoudemire grabs the miss. Stoudemire's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Harden against Curry. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight. Pacers trail by 5. On the wing, Harden launches a 3, and that one's good. Harden's got 14 points for the game.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Stoudemire setting the pick for Curry. DeRozan in the corner. Lots of room. Doherty with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And the basket good. 14 points for DeMar DeRozan. Indiana's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Vucevic. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And that one's good. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low. Really difficult for them to defend.
Lee outside. Doherty the screen. From the arc. No good from Lee.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Vucevic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Vucevic has got 13 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's DeRozan. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. The jump hook. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Gervin. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Over in the corner, Barnes buries the long-range jumper. Barnes has got 15.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Pacers trail by 9. Lee outside. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to McHale. And the rejection by Stoudemire. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A different look for Milwaukee. Marcus Smart comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Levine subbed in for Steph Curry. The Pacers also changing it up. Robin Lopez is checked in for Doherty. And it's Bismack Biyombo in for Kevin McHale. Milwaukee leading by 9. Now Smart. Now the pass to Vucevic. DeRozan against Gervin. Fades away. Here's Stoudemire. Biyombo with the block. Here's Gervin, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Vucevic's screen on Lee. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open. And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Lee. He's averaging 14 points a game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Gervin. The Bucks making a switch here. Chalmers is checked in. So he gets them both. Bucks leading by 5. The feed to Levine. Stoudemire, the screen. With the teardrop. Another shot. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Milwaukee.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
First one falls for him. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Milwaukee. In Indiana with a change here, too. Luol Deng is checked in for Gervin. And so Levine nails both of them. Pacers trail by 7. Harden with it. 14 points for him. Lee passes to Biyombo, trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Deng goes in, kept alive. Jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And it's Deng in the corner. Releases from 15, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And here is Chalmers. Levine kicks to Smart. Vucevic a screen on Harden. Here's Smart. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pacers trail by 3. Tries it from 9. Harden, no good.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Pass to Levine. Vucevic a screen on Deng. Levine can't hit. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Another miss by Harden.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
But they'll get another chance. Here's Lopez, stolen by Chalmers. Here's Levine, the pass to Vucevic. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Vucevic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Lee against Chalmers. Lopez sets a screen for Lee. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Lopez.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Levine. He's covered by Dang. Levine dishes to Vucevic. Hands the 12-footer. Vucevic has got 17.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
There's the pick. Here's Lee outside. No luck. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And so here is Indiana. Stoudemire out there with DeRozan. Then there's Ewing. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Levine in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. A shot by Harden, wide open. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Harden's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Indiana. Curry kicks to Ewing, and that one is hammered home.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it
sir.
down hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Now here's Lee. He dishes it to McHale. Kicks it out to Harden. That's good.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Milwaukee leading by 3. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Harden kicks to Lee. McHale outside. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here's Curry to the middle. Here's DeRozan. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 18 points for DeMar DeRozan. Lee against Curry. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. From deep, Harden. They grab their own miss. Down low, a second chance effort. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Lee.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
Offensive rebound.
Well, use his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
He feeds it to Harden. They set the pick. Passes it to Jokic. 5 on the clock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks answers.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Levine. Now here's Stoudemire. Here's Barnes. Right side Curry. Tries it from 19. And again, the Bucks miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
To take the lead. Tries it from 9. That one a little long. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Stoudemire, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Here's Lee, following the bucket by the Bucks. He kicks it to Doherty. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Clock at 4. From deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
So it's the Bucks now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. DeRozan passes to Ewing. Outside Curry. Fires the 3, and that one's good. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Lee outside. Stoudemire with the double team. Off the pick. And it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Now here's Stoudemire. Good chance here for Barnes. Gervin pulls it in. Gervin's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Up again. The rebound by Ewing. Milwaukee leading by 4. And Curry, here we go. A floater. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Curry with the steal. Here's Barnes. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You look at what Barnes has done so far. 15 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
At the line for your Bucks, Harrison Barnes. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Barnes. Luol Deng is checked in for Gervin. Barnes hits them both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Now, here is Harden. Stolen by Ewing. Curry attacking. Out to the right wing, to the middle. Here's Barnes. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Barnes has got 4 points this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. You can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Pacers trail by 10. McHale with a screen on Curry. Lee dishes to Doherty. Takes the 13-footer. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Stoudemire's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to Curry. Stoudemire with a screen on Harden. It's stolen by Dang. Drops in the breakaway layup. Bucks leading by 8. Now here's Curry. They double-team Curry. Stoudemire kicks to Ewing. It's Curry with the drive, and it's blocked by Dang. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. That's good. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
Curry kicks to Ewing. There's a screen. Harden against DeRozan. Left side Curry. 4 on the clock. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
The dish to Doherty. On the wing, Harden. Fires from the corner. Another miss by Harden. The Bucks have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Indiana moving it around. The kick out to Dang. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Harden missing again.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now here's Curry. Down low. And there's Patrick Ewing on the assist by Curry. Ewing's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Dang with the screen for Lee. Dishes it to Dang. They get the rebound. From the arc. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Stoudemire with a screen on Lee. It's stolen by McHale. Harden outside. And good. He nails it. And now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, I think that may be their ticket out of the hole. Look for even more of those quick hitters.
Now here's Curry. Here's Stoudemire. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Stoudemire playing very well. He's got 10 rebounds and 2 blocks. He's been an intimidator down low. Even if a shot gets over him, he's pulling down the board.
And Clark, he's just in a total zone right now. We talk about zones for shooting. This guy is in a zone in terms of controlling the paint.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Stoudemire. Pacers trail by 5.
Indiana calls timeout. Come on, Bradley Sane. You better be making some noise for your energy.
Here is Harden. Lee outside. Back to Harden. Feeds it to McHale. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Shooting from Milwaukee, Kevin McHale. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
So far in the game for McHale, 11 rebounds and a steal.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
Good on both.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Now here's Curry. Outside DeRozan. Off target from three-point range.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Harden can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 3. Now Curry. Out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's 21 points for Barnes.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
.156 left in the game. 13 feet away. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Doherty.
Yeah, crucial basket there. And as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
Well, I don't doubt that they clearly recognize that. And because they do, they're going to continue to milk it.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Barnes passes to DeRozan. The screen from Ewing. Curry dishes to Stoudemire. Back to Curry. Takes it from 10. That one wide left.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
On the wing, Harden. Guarded by Curry. And it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
A clear look for Curry. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Harden with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And it's Kevin McHale with the finish. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
What an offensive force Stoudemire can be.
Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Harden kicks to Doherty. Back to Harden. The kick out to Dang. 3-pointer. Drains it from downtown.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Now here's Curry. Stoudemire. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And after his last game, you're really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Doherty, the screen. Harden kicks to Doherty. It falls.
Big bucket. He's got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. No open threes.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better make some noise for your energy.
20 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Stoudemire. No good. Nice D from McHale. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so they foul intentionally.
At the line, James Harden, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Curry passes to DeRozan. Back to Curry. Milwaukee, no good that time either. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, James, no doubting a terrific win. Given the tough battles out here tonight and the competitive nature of this matchup, what does this win mean to you?
It meant a lot. We wanted to come out here and play with some energy. Guys made shots defensively. It was a gutsy win for us.
Mission accomplished, James. Thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love. A player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
Well, just look at his assists. I mean, that tells the story for the game right there. He was seeing the court so well, always seemed to make the right decision. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. Have a wonderful evening.